Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project, and so on and so forth. If you want an introduction, a brief summary into how we break it down into sub-series, domains of life and analogies, and so on and so forth, as well as the conceptual framework, including live stream schedule, as well as the copyright-free music. You can find all that kind of stuff, all that jazz in the previous introduction and varieties of summaries I've covered in for the past 3.5 years, straight up to January 2021. And so without further ado, let's dive into the table of contents, the second segment today, just covering what we want to do. We're going to break down into maybe about, I think, roughly 8 segments, but the majority of the stream will be covered in just 2. And that's going to be, first of all, what you see is what you get. The first segment, all this photography here and screenshots of multimedia assets, the majority of which are going to be food related stuff, because that's what we need to urgently cover today. Right here you can see all that kind of gift food items like curry and stuff I received from class 2 items from my guardians and so on and so forth, and the rest being mostly groceries, stuff that I purchased with my own, so class 1 items. I'm going to run through about maybe photography for about maybe 80 photographs. Then we're going to move on after the storytelling, commentary on that kind of stuff, pricing, diet, nutrition. We're going to cover, if I move this to the side here in the backdrop, we're going to be more active. We're going to remove all the media assets just for a second there, and you see in the backdrop, that's region D1 over there, and there's a bag of all the groceries physically. So I need to actually physically get up, and it's going to be more active, more engaging part of the stream. Fourth segment, where we start to sort everything out and get it ready so that I can use the bag for work, what food I'm going to take to work for dinner, and then just come back and sit back down here for the 5th segment, where we're going to cover some abstract things very generally, if we can, some relationships and the phone calling we had to do, all that kind of stuff. The 6th segment also bleeds into that, which is in the backdrop here. We have the computer, but also the stuff on the screen panel, and that's largely this kind of stuff here, the Usana partnership and so on and so forth, as well as the quotes on the left hand side and any sort of the budgeting that's on my laptop. So that's all digital stuff, and I think that's going to be a wrap, because I don't anticipate any comments. The 7th segment is usually just, if you guys want to leave comments and questions, I want to try to answer your questions, or just you want to leave some meme in the chat, I don't mind either. It doesn't have to be extremely serious like that, right? You can try to lighten up the mood, just tell some jokes or some shit. It's up to you. Alright, so that's that, and then we'll deliver take-home message at the end. So with that being said, let's just leave 2 quick disclaimers before we get started. The first one is that, yes, this is going to be real, raw, and genuine, right? As you can tell, I'm going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly, including insecurities or emotional baggage. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to stray from non-PC topics, because this is like a time record of my life. That's one analogy of the Ahn Rho Project, right? That's what it is in part. And then aside from that, I also have to mention that, of course, this is a high utility stream. I have to stick to my purpose and understand that this has to be useful for me as well. So with that being said, without further ado, let's dive into the photography for today. I'm going to move the media assets to the bottom here that I don't really need, and we're going to talk food. So first one here of maybe 4 mass screenshots. You see that at the very bottom, that's that curry, vermicelli, I don't know. It's think of Vietnamese, if you ever eat pho, and basically that's kind of a beef noodle soup. This is just chicken curry. Vermicelli. It's also Vietnamese, pretty much staple that we eat all the time. And anyways, I received this takeout package with some sriracha sauce and stuff like that from my guardians, and they were treating me. He wanted to treat me. He knew I was going through a rough time, and our relations for the past 3 decades have been extremely sour. We couldn't even talk to each other because of the way that they hurt each other, and then they hurt me and my brother, and so a lot of shit went down. But I've been trying to go through, I've been trying more or less the psychotherapist for them, the marriage counselor for them, and trying to repair things for the past 9 months. So absolute hell. And he saw that there was something wrong with me, and we had a conversation. So that's where that food comes from. It's a class 2 item. I'm not supposed to really be comfortable eating stuff like that, but I did, and so I captured it here, and just want to express my gratitude to them, my paternal guardians, for getting that to me. So that's a little bit of a lengthy spiel, but the rest should be pretty straightforward. It's just groceries at the very top. You see there's like bagels, comparing the nutritional facts fiber-wise with between different brands. One's like No Name, the other's the Country Harvest. We move on to the side here. We have more photography right here. We have some stuff from No Frills, largely snack food. cookies on sale for $1.67, so I just bought it because it was on sale, otherwise I wouldn't get it. But also just for food sampling purposes. I never tried those golden Oreos. Just something nice, something that is obviously not healthy for you though, too much sugar and stuff like that. So don't do what I do here. Bad role model. And we turn to the side on top, there's some mini samosas. That's something else, that's more savory snack. And again, like I said, probably high on sodium, all that shit. Not supposed to be something you're doing. This is it's something that I have to sort out. It's my responsibility and my fault I'm eating stuff like this, so I gotta sort it out. We also have some more Oreos at the bottom, but like I said, that's pretty much everything. Everything's pretty much on sale. Moving on, we have here, we're now at Walmart's, and you see just taking more photographs of some of the snack food aisle there. Specifically like the donuts and stuff like that. And I believe one of my favorites is the honey cruyer. So the crullers. If you bring that from French into English, I guess they just call it cruller. And I was just trying some of those things as well. But again, high on sugar. And I was just scouting out the stuff like that before I purchased it. And last but not least, finally we have this stuff here, which is of course a close-up snapshot of the curry chicken vermicelli before I ate it. And below it is the Colgate Sensitive Whitening toothpaste that I'm experimenting with because my dentist says I have a bit of gum recession, which is not surprising because of the past 9 months. I mean, it really just exploded over the past 9 months. Everything that was accumulating over the past, 3 decades has just resulted in, maybe at least 10 different domains of life, like finance, relationships, volunteering, employment, business, this project, just everything's domestic issues, everything just blew in my face. Health, how could I forget about health? Health is no disease, right? All that kind of stuff. All right, so let's move on. Let's get more active. I'm gonna stand up here. This is region D1, and it seems like the camera's a little bit zoomed in. All right, we need to seriously take care of this. Like inside these 2 bags are all the groceries. So one thing I missed here is region B1. This is one thing we purchased. So this is again not on photography, but it doesn't really matter. It's just another junk food here. Okay, so because most of the things we purchased here we've bought before, so I'm going to just breeze through everything. We got these chocolate things. Take 1 or 2 to work. Move over to region A7, A8 for now because I don't have a space. We have these are donuts I'm talking about, right? Once again, not very good for you. Most of the things I'm purchasing right now are not good for you. I eat in very small quantities. If you can tell, I take like about 5 of these donuts and then I add enough. Basically, if it has enough protein, I just use it, and then as a way for me to get some intestinal absorption and take the supplements. And that's kind of just like my backdrop right now, which you should not be using. You should eat a hearty meal, not be using these kind of junk food, snack food things as some sort of horrible protein substitute just so you can take your supplements. That's such a band-aid solution. Don't do that. But this is what I'm doing right now, at least for I don't know how long it's gonna last. If it kills me before then, that's gonna be really sad. We have this young coconut drink. We have about 4 items on the table already. We'll move this up here. So this is region D2. I put typically all the meal replacements and any drinks up there because I have to go when I go to work. I need to stay hydrated. Aside from, I bring canister of water, 750 mils, but it's not enough. I bring also something else too. Okay, so this bag pretty much empty, so I have some space now. We'll move on to this side. This one's a large bag of everything. We have again more of these chips. I'm gonna move this over to this side because I can tell I don't have enough space on the table anymore. But it's gonna fall. It's kind of bad. Leave it there. We have these 2 bottles. We have another young coconut thing. So this is from Walmart as well. Again, just low on sugars, like 7 grams in half a can. Typically, they're a lot more sugar. Oh, shit's falling all over the place. Fuck. All right. You can tell it's not the best. Okay, it's gonna fall too. Let's toss it up here. Everything's just falling apart on stream because I can't handle. There's not enough space here. I gotta clean it all up. We got this stuff here too. 2 bottles of this fruit to go type brand lime twist and stuff like that. Again, just stuff to drink. I'm gonna bring 1 canister. And this one doesn't have any sugar. That's the main highlight really, is just that it doesn't have any sugar. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention that in region D2 I have to move the laundry detergent to the side so that has room for all the drinks. Otherwise everything's just gonna start toppling over, which is exactly what's happening right now. Okay, waste of time on stream. Alright, how far are we into this? This is like 9 minutes, 10 minutes in. So I'll be careful here. I'm gonna run out of time soon. Okay, back here. Okay, that's great. Continue. Don't stop. Got these two fucking cookies. Fuck the cookies. Who needs cookies? Put it on region B1, B2 for now. We got one there. Got two there. Right. Horrible. Horrible stuff. But it's gonna last me at least for the week. Alright. Okay, something that's okay. We have these Chinese Norman Sioux bakery type stuff. Very reminiscent of when I was a kid. Just pineapple pastries, cheese pastry, cheese rolls or some shit like that. Okay. Now we're here. We have this Country Harvest oats and honey bread. Oh, something that's actually decent. It's actual food. It's not just junk. Alright, that's nice. Move it over here to B1 as well because I don't have enough room. But this needs to go downstairs, not stay up here. Because it's a non-perishable, it's a perishable food item, so it should belong in the fridge. Alright, so what's left inside here? Okay, we have about 3 minutes left. 2 minutes? I'm gonna assume 2. We have 3 of these Indian snack food, 2 of these right here called dal biji. And the main thing about this is that I basically take 2 slices of prebiotic bread with some ground flax seeds, ground chia seeds, and shit like that, black pepper. And then I break open this bag, take about 1/3 portion, and I put it inside because it has a lot of cloves, mint leaves, cinnamon, ginger powder, cumin. Whatever spice it has. It's basically a source of those valuable, minute antioxidants. Largely, I just use it for seasoning though, because it's obviously not healthy. I'm pretty sure it's high on sodium, all that shit. Okay, so we have these 2 pies here as well. Blueberry pie and, oh shit, what the hell? Okay, blueberry pie and lemon pie. These 2 should also go downstairs. I don't think they belong up here. I'm gonna leave up here in D1 and D2 for, shit, crumbs came out. Oh shit. Okay, this is not good. Crumbs came out. That means that this one actually gets just gonna dirty everything. Alright, so back on here. Anyways, we still have some stuff to cover, right? I can't stop now. Mini samosas. Oh no, this goes up here. Just leave it there. And then we have the bananas here. And we're gonna take, basically for work, we're gonna take 2 bananas, and that's my workplace dinner. So now I can put I'm just gonna take 2 bananas. Exactly, I'm gonna take 2 bananas, and maybe a bagel, and then bring it to work, and then that's my workplace stuff, and then put some water and the supplements in there. All right, shit, I have to clean this up after the stream ends, so I have to note that on stream. Okay, so next, let's sit back down. We have less than a minute. Okay, relationships. I'm not gonna talk so much about. Okay, look, I made 3 phone calls to a business partner, to an ex-colleague of mine a long time ago who's now my friend, as well as the senior who I'm supposed to be volunteering for, and I kind of dropped the ball for quite some time. So whatever, I guess that's some abstract stuff we can cover today. Moving on, we have the digital stuff, so let's cover very quickly the most important part of the stream, which is now not covered at all. Here we have so Usana Health Sciences, the side business I'm running. Alright, new diet and supplement. So we have a new partnership there, 4,500 athletes, all right, and all sorts of at least 20 different organizations, Olympic class organizations are part of Usana. Now, obviously, I'm very happy to say that, you know, we have a new one, and this is going to be the U.S. swim team is also partnering, and the athletes are going to, you know, take and endorse Usana Health. So there's a side business I can talk about when it comes to R&D, research and development, and biomolecular nutrition. That's the kind of field that I'm familiar with for most of my university degree. Okay, so moving that to the side. Okay, we also have on the top left hand side this Instagram thing right there, which says what matters most is how walk through the fire. Basically, a deep play into how I managed to climb out of the mess that I used to be in for most of my life. And we have some photographs here of my breakfast, and you see the Usana Booster C applied over to the oatmeal, and that's about it for today. So, aside from this, also this, get vaccinated. I also had to do some research on that. I can't deliver take-home message. I only have 10 seconds, so this is Ahn Rho signing out. We'll have to continue this tomorrow morning. Ciao. Such a bad stream, dude. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.